A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people all over the world. Welcome to the channel Twinflame Union. This is a channeling session where the DM wants to be exclusive in the life of DF and he wants to be clear about it, unlike last times when there was always an ambiguity in the commitment format of their relationship. Now, ascension journey is hard for many divine feminines because they have to heal various types of abuses experienced by them during childhood and growing up years. Some of these wounds are present in the subconscious. Healing the wounds help them attract a natural, content and mission-oriented life. You can connect with me for a private reading, therapy or counseling. If you feel that you need hand-holding, do go through the details in the description box. Also subscribe to my channel, the Sunamoon vlogs, where I share information and lifestyle content from time to time that can help you normalize the ascension journey. You can also subscribe to the Twinflame universe, where channel messages are shared for all stages of twin flame experience, including healing from karmic and false twin relationships. So now, let's get started. In this particular case, what has been shown here is that first of all, this is a healing couple, again in the final stages. And what I think I'm receiving is that they're in the harmonization phase, but there are certain elements of the surrender that they have not yet healed. So they are trying to harmonize. And now the divine masculine has one big issue over here. He feels that the divine feminine is not giving him exclusivity. She is not making it clear that if he is the one for sure. He feels like there are probably other options too that she has, and she has not been clear about it. And he wants to clear this thing with her. Now, in the past also he felt, in the past as in before they went for the long separation, before they had even confessed feelings for each other, probably during the recognition stage or during the beginning of the runner-chaser dynamic, he had felt this thing majorly, that she is not clear about it and there is some kind of a mystery around her. Now, though he is very attracted to that mystery and to that factor that he doesn't know so much, but it also kind of annoys him because he wants to be nothing but exclusive. He drops the hints also back then, but things happen so fast between them. Like, of course, when you look at the timing, it may be like they're doing this runner-chaser dynamic for 2 years. But throughout the runner-chaser dynamic, he feels really happy getting back with her. Every time, he feels that she's contacted him or there was a fight, he was always eagerly waiting for her. It was literally like he probably wanted her to call him, to message him, and he was hoping it very badly. He was missing her a lot. He was regretting. And out of the blue, suddenly she messaged him. And he was taken by a surprise, or he first of all could not even believe it that it's her. She has messaged him after such a long time. So this sort of kept going on in the twin flame runner-chaser dynamic. Obviously, first it's the divine feminine who figures this thing this thing as in the whole twin flame rigmarole, because she's the one who gets into research work mode. After he doesn't want to talk to her, he's acting very weird. And she finds it even more weird because he was the one who was always dropping the hints. He was the one who was always saying that he loves her, or even if there was ambiguity. Now from her side also, she feels that he is not clear about everything. He doesn't show up when he says he will show up. Or, maybe few times he made a plan with her and then he cancelled it last minute. So couple of times he did certain things which triggered her or which made her feel insecure about him. At that point in time also, she might not be clear or sure that it is a twin flame relationship. She might just be taking it like any other relationship which is in the making and things could work out. So he seems to be a very clear choice for her out of all the other people. She really likes him. She's very fond of him. but she's not sure about him. Like, what is he up to? And then there are certain differences they have which she feels could come in the way of a happy relationship. Maybe, family could create a problem, or maybe somebody else. She's just not sure. There is some negativity in this total equation. She is not 100% like, yeah, this will work out. Now, this is also happening because before this person, before this divine masculine, other relationships didn't work out, which were probably more deeply committed. Probably she was, showing the guy to the family members, or they were together hanging out and everyone would know, and the relationship was more, it had seen more ups and downs. But then it was a bitter relationship, a toxic relationship. So after you end a toxic relationship, it's not very easy to suddenly jump into something. So when she meets the twin flame, divine masculine, she is 100%, first of all, taken by a shock, because she wasn't expecting to meet someone so soon. And secondly, he seems to be like a breath of fresh air. I said the opposite. A breath of fresh air. And she feels that he's different than all the others she's known, but she cannot be 100% sure about it because she has been heartbroken. It's like once bitten, twice shy, so she's not 100% getting into it. Now, in the meantime, at his end, he also felt that, she's not clear, she's not sure, she's hiding something. And when she actually told him that, yeah, she was betrayed before, he doesn't take it very seriously. He goes like, okay, so everyone goes through these heartbreaks. He doesn't realize the depth of her heartbreak or the depth of her pain. So now, technically, what has happened is they've gone through the whole dynamic, they've gone through the runner-chaser dynamic, then he didn't want to talk to her because she was giving him a lot of emotional trouble. He was going through a lot of pain. It was not easy to be with her because she would just say some mean things he would feel, some things that no one else has pointed out towards him. And he doesn't understand, from his perspective, he doesn't understand that how can a person who says that she loves me so much can be so judgmental towards me. And of course, the feminine has her own reasons to be confused about this man. Now, when he tells her not to talk to her, he is basically doing it because he wants to save his heart and he doesn't want to get a heartbreak. He doesn't think that she loves him. He doesn't think, and he doesn't even understand that if she doesn't love me, then why is she trying to talk to me? Why is she trying to do all this? Like, how far can you go just to have fun with someone? Like, she wants to have fun with me. She wants to have a good time with me. And she is pretending so much, and some of the times he feels that the things she says, he doesn't understand it. Like, she says things like intuition, she says things like intuition, like heart, chakra. She talks about some strange language she hasn't heard before, or even if he has heard before, he thinks it's all woo-woo stuff. Or like, he feels that, sometimes he gets that heartbeat, he really likes it, but he doesn't hear the word exclusive, he doesn't hear. And again, both of them are immature at this time, both of them are unhealed at this time. And let me tell you that twin flame journey is all about trials and tribulations, and you have to go through everything that you're meant to Twin flame relationship is all about trials and tribulations, and you have to go through a lot of it because it's predestined. But you have to cleanse everything, you have to heal everything, you have to find out the source, the reason of this type of negative energy, and you have to align yourself with the real source. The real source will be aligned with you when you stop reacting emotionally. So when you stop reacting emotionally, you also have to stop reacting emotionally towards the DM, like whatever he is doing to you, you can't take it very seriously. You have to align it with your own thoughts of love, and you have to know that he loves you. So harmonization is actually working out for them because they are in communication, And in this particular channeling, he actually has a conversation with her about this. That look, I have been upset with you, or I'm sorry that I did not understand it back then. Obviously, I love you, and now after all these years, I know you love me too. It was not very easy for me to figure it out that you do love me, but you do, and I'm happy about it. But he's actually sharing his issue that he only wants to be exclusive. He feels that she talks to a lot of guys, and there's so many people who are sort of interested in her. He feels that, and it would be very easy for her actually to replace him. And when she listens to this, she goes like, are you seriously saying this? Because she knows in her heart that this has been her problem too, because he was the one who actually chose someone else, and he went ahead with someone else. And now after all this time has passed, he's coming back and he's questioning me about exclusivity. Wow. So she even questions him that, when we were together, you were the one who was always confused, and you were the one who chose someone else. And then he says that I chose someone else because I was very heartbroken. I was very confused, and I just wanted to be with someone who would accept me and love me for who I am, which you did not. So he has a lot of quotes or a lot of situations to give. But at the same time, he's also telling her that I don't want to bring up those issues and those things or those thoughts of mine, because I know that I wasn't right, and I know that there's a different perspective to it, which is your perspective. And I, after all these years of being hurt and, being tried and being emotionally upset, and obviously his karmic relationships have really troubled him, but he's also learned the lesson to differentiate between real and fake relationship, or real and fake love. And now, after going through or after living with someone who had nothing but fake love to offer to him, and he's been in all the games and mind games, and in some cases, Divine Masculine also meets the false twin towards the end of his towards the time when he's healing a lot, and or the choice he makes after not choosing the Divine Feminine is normally a false twin, a negative soulmate, or a karmic that comes with a lot of you can say lots of hopes. He actually feels that this is going to work out, but all those people are supposed to teach him a lesson that you made the wrong choice. You could not recognize between true love and fake love. So we are going to give you a taste of what fake love actually feels like. And then when he's into that dynamic, he also realizes that maybe she also met someone like this before meeting me, and she did talk about it. She did mention that she was betrayed or she was heartbroken. It was not easy for her to trust. So maybe not. I mean, maybe it's 100%. So it's a fact that she did go through a toxic relationship like the one I'm going through right now, and she could not trust anyone. It's hugely possible that she could not trust in me. And so he tells her all of this, that I know, but I still, because I'm also heartbroken, and I know you've been in that position too. So that's the reason why I asked for exclusivity. I want you to make some kind of announcement, or if you want, I can make that announcement. I mean, personally, between us, it's all fine. It's all good. We have cleared out all the confusions and misunderstandings. But he's being a little demanding, and because it's the harmonization stage, even in this phase, the divine counterparts can feel a little bit of push and pull, and they can get frustrated with each other, but they'll not get so frustrated because they understand the journey. They'll try to talk it out, and that's the reason why in this channeling session, the Divine Masculine is communicating with the Divine Feminine. He's sharing with her that this has been my big problem always, and I committed to someone else so deeply because I didn't want someone else to go through what I was going through, because I felt that they loved me and I wanted to be the best for them. And then when I realized, when I learned from my mistakes, Now I'm a more mature person, I'm a wiser person, I have more experience of life, love, relationships. I want to make it right. So I'm having this doubt and I'm having this confusion. I want to make sure that I clear it out with you. And now to all of you people who are currently resonating with this channeling, the reason why Twin Flame journey is full of trials and tribulations is so that when you cleanse and when you heal yourself, you have dealt with all of the difficulties, you understand why the differences occur, you understand that everything that's within is without and not the other way around. All of this happens so that you're sure that this is the person I want to spend my time with, so that both of you are clear about each other. But because it's the harmonization phase and the feminine can see, she is ascended, but she is also still working on certain parts. She can see that these situations were happening at a certain point in time, and I don't want him to fall back into the comfort zone. So she tells him that, look, I have already faced a lot, and now that you have faced a lot, you can understand certain things. I don't have any options as such, but I am going to talk to people, I'm going to make friends, I'm going to be a normal person. I don't want to be clingy, I don't want to be needy anymore. I don't want us to become each other's supplies. You need to trust in me, you need to believe in me, and we need to wait for the right time. We need to wait for the perfect time. I don't want to rush into it. She tells him that she wants everything to be normal and she does not want to get negative. She explains it to him that we need to trust each other and we need to enjoy what's there in the present moment so that we do not get into these worries. And she tells him that, before this, or that whenever we had problems back then also, the push and pull, the runner chaser dynamic, or whatever you want to call it, it took a toll on me. So as much as I have understood your situation, how you left and how you were confused and how you were not sure, you have to do the same for me. Or else, as always, if you're willing to take your time off, you can do that. And actually the divine feminine is no longer scared of separation. She doesn't care anymore, because she knows, she believes in divine universe. She believes that if this relationship is meant to be, and if it is meant to go on, if it's meant to be smooth, they're meant to be together, then it will happen for sure. Nothing can come between. And even if he's having doubts, there was a time that she has also lived through doubts and she doesn't want to get even with him. She doesn't want to take any kind of revenge from him. But she wants him also to know that if you love me, then even you need to be 100% sure about it. You cannot come to me and put the pressure on me for making this relationship work, because every time I tried to make it work, it did not work out. So she's not going to convince him. She's not convincing him, as per what the channeling is, that though he has raised this concern, she's telling him that you also can make the relationship better. If you feel that, you're confused and things are not going as per what you wanted them to go, then don't put it on me. Don't tell me that I talk to other people or I do or I don't, because by now you already know us, our relationship, how it has been, how special it is and how divinely guided it is. So why don't you just let it be and relax and do what you want to do, like do good things, do happy things, don't get negative. And he can also feel somehow that yes, after going through so much, we are back together, so I should be living in the now and I should enjoy the speed of this relationship as well. Whatever happened in the past has given him some kind of a wisdom, a very strong wisdom he has received, and he feels that I should not try to test it. I should not be scared. I should not see other people as competition. On the contrary, after this conversation or after going through this type of discussion, he feels that maybe it's in his hands to be more worthy of her and not raise these type of questions, not even give it so much importance. She loves him and only him, and that is what makes it exclusive, that after so many years also they are still with each other and they still love each other, and they are improved versions of each other, they are better versions of each other, and they are more mature and they are more wise. He doesn't want to be weak anymore. He doesn't want to get scared of the heartbreak pain, or in advance making all those thoughts. And he has gone through a lot, by the way. Although divine feminines have suffered a lot, but he has also suffered a lot, and that's how he learned. So he is now thinking that, pain is always there in life. So many things you can focus on, pain, and pain's going to be there, but I don't want to suffer with this. I'd rather enjoy my equation with her. I'd rather be comfortable with the fact that she's around me and I'm around her. So on this note, I'm going to be ending this channeling here. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.